Yes, for me, when CJ played that 2011 final, he was a bit at the end of his career. I think if he was in his prime, I'll probably go with CJ, but I'll go with the ginger power now.
The policeman. Jacques van Rooyen, right? Look, yeah, he's having a fantastic year. I'm going to agree with you there, mate. CJ van der Linde was an absolute monster. He was incredibly dynamic, had a beautiful couple of years, but yeah, you're right. By the 2011, Jacques van Rooyen was coming into his own then.
Booker, Bandise Maku, or Robbie Kutsia?
Do you want to go first on this one? Or
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go first. Thank you very much. The Grey Owl, Bandise. I had a great relationship with him. He was one of my favorite hookers to have played with. He's just a thinker, such a thinker. Controlled lineouts really well. Great leader as well. So for me, it'll be Bandise.
For me as well, I'm going with you on that one. Just his accuracy in the lineouts was just amazing, and as a hooker, that's one of the basics you must get right. And remembering that season with John Mitchell, Bandise took a couple of hits with the coach, and he just rose out of it and had a good season. So
made a lot of number 5 locks look good. Yeah. Franco Mostert, myself, a couple of others as well. Must take the hat to Bandise. We give thanks, buddy.
Other side of the scrum, 3 jersey, Pat Cillier or Julian Redling?
Yeah, tough.
Yeah, it's also a tough one, but the Bergdwerg, Julian, he was just an amazing leader, and just his calm. He was always calm, collective, and as we mentioned, the props played 80 back in those days. So if you go and work right, I'll probably go with Julian.
Yeah, and he's on the highlights reels. He's out there making 30-meter passes and things like that, joining the backline. Julian Redling Hayes, also still being a great serviceman as well to the union, doing well as a coach.
Forlock, Vickers van Heerden or Lawrence Erasmus?
That's the easy one for me.
Yeah.
Vickers van Heerden was my all-time hero.
Yeah.
He was my hero when I was young, growing up. And I had the amazing privilege to play with him. So yeah, I'm going with Vickers.
Childhood story, that one actually, a great childhood story. You being your hero, and then you playing with him, because he played for quite some time. Spent some time at the Blue Bulls as well. Definitely inspired me as well. What an incredible character. Done so much for the game, man. Yeah. Vickers van Heerden. Even though we see you, Mr. Erasmus, with that sidestep and that try, you're on the highlights reel, but we've got to give it to some OGs.
Yeah, if you go for tough and doing the dirty hard work, you'll look at the guy like Vickers, and if you go with a more free running lock that's probably a bit more agile, well, fair enough, Vickers was at the end of his career, then you go with Mako.
Yeah, and he was always keen to go into the trenches. There are not many 6 flanks. Because remember, Vickers van Heerden was a 6th flank, pretty much. I don't know, did you ever play lock? Would you ever play lock?
Luckily, I'm too short. Maybe in Japan.
Yeah, no, Vickers van Heerden, what a warrior, definitely, yeah.
Okay, 5, the battle of the Frankos. Franco van der Merwe or Franco Mostert?
You're lucky, man.
No, I know. Franco Mostert for me, mate. Franco Mostert for me. I loved the way he played. We played very similar at the Bulls. They had a lot of locks that were hard-working, high work rate locks. And then you had Victor Matfield, who was able to open your mind into how to think about the game a little bit better. And Franco Mostert just worked hard and ticked every single one of those boxes. And he's still ticking boxes today.
Yeah, if you took Franco when he was a bit younger, other Franco was actually his mentor at the Lions. And they were just worried, how is this guy going to call lineouts, because he just want to play.
Yeah.
And he's not that focused, and they don't know if he's going to make the right call. And just to see how he grew into that role, freaking calling the lineouts for the Springboks now, it's just amazing to see. And Franco Mostert will never ever go lying down in his life. No, Franco van der Merwe also not, and they both meant a lot for me in my career. But I'll also go Franco Mostert.
It's actually awesome how the part Franco van der Merwe played at allowing Franco Mostert to get the calling right, etc. That was also a big momentum giver to Franco Mostert. The teamwork as well, from that 2011 to 2015, that transition, amazing. Yeah.
6 jersey, Derek Minnie or Jaco Kriel?
come on. You're going to ask me about the Lion King. You're going to ask me about the Lion King. And I'd never choose anyone else. Mini, incredible player as well. Special couple of seasons he had as well. The loose forwards at the Lions at a stage was like, you guys were crazy. It was yourself, Kwaka Smith coming up. Josh Strauss ended up joining, Warren Whiteley. And then players like Derek Minnie, in that mold of, who did he remind me a lot of? Heinrich Bresson.
No, Derek was a tough man. I've got lots of respect for him. He was one of the guys that actually stayed after we lost our Super Rugby place. And he took the young players under his wing and he taught us a lot. So lots of love and respect for Derek.
Yeah.
7, Michael Rhodes or Kwaka Smith?
Two very different players.
Yeah, actually, how does that work? How do you put
players.
those two players together, mate? By number. Very different players, different generation as well, I think. For me, I think rugby, you mentioned it, 12 loose forwards. It's that way in that age now. The law changes and everything, and you can start to see players who play like that are thriving.
Yes.
With the 15s game. With a little bit of spice with the 7s adds a bit as well. You mentioned that quite nicely. But so for me, Kwaka.
No, definitely. If you go back in that time, Michael Rhodes was probably the perfect 7th flank. He was robust, he was tough. He was immense on defense and also liked to play a bit of ball. But if you take Kwaka, I'll also go with Kwaka.
8th man, Josh Strauss or Warren White?
I think if you actually ask Joshi about that, he will tell you how must I go up against Warren Whiteley.
The golden boy.
But just back then, it's also what Josh Strauss meant to this union. Like people wanted to be Josh Strauss with the beard in the stands, and just what he meant to people and the person he is. I played with him at the Cape Town Tens, and he's still the same old Joshi. What a guy.
You guys together in the same team at Cape Town 10s?
Yeah, we were the front row.
My goodness, Jeepers. Yeah, awesome guy. Yeah. Awesome guy. Warren Whiteley, though, I think, he's down at the Sharks now and the coaching staff. Big game for him, actually, this weekend. Jeez, no one actually speaks about Warren Whiteley and how significant this one is for him.
I spoke to him in the week. It's like, Jesse Jakes is going to feel so weird being at Emirates Airline Park, coaching the Sharks, being an old Lion boy. His heart and emotions all over the place. But also lots of respect. He will keep it so professional. Yeah. Obviously, it's his job, but he's still got lots of love for the Lions and this whole environment.
Check up on your mate this week. Just keep checking up on Warren there. It's going to be tough for Warren Whiteley. Big ups to him. Incredible player. What an entire documentary could be done on players like Warren Whiteley, players like yourself, in that generation. Awesome.
Scrum-half, Michael Bandicio or Ross Cornier?
I know Michael quite well, like a guy, Mr. Skills. But Ross Cornier, I'm going to have to go with him. I know both of them actually quite well. The Cornier brothers as well. What a legacy!
Naughty boys, eh?
They're naughty boys. They're gonna actually have quite an interesting weekend as well. I know they both spent quite a bit of time down at the
Sharks.
Fly half, Elton Yankees or Martin Sportshaw?
So we're only getting into the backline now. Jeez, we still have the whole backline to go through. Okay.
Yeah. Love Marnus, love all he's done also for the Lions and the brand, but played a lot of Super Rugby with Elton, played a lot of Currie Cup with him, just the way he read the game. And he always looked out for me in the trams. So
I love the long pass. Yeah.
With Elton on this one.
Okay. Cross kick as well. Jeez, it must have been
I
a dream. You playing with him must have been a dream.
Loved it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll go with Elton Yankees as well. Yeah.
11, Michael Killian or Anthony Foreman?
I remember Michael Killian's 2011 Currie Cup season. That was actually, he had an amazing season. He was unstoppable. He finished real well. So I'll go with Michael Killian. I don't know what you're feeling. For Anthony Foreman off the mark, he's probably one of the quickest guys off the mark.
Yeah, in terms of pace,
very
incredible.
good finisher.
Anthony Foreman, incredible. Also bit of a journeyman, but wherever he went, he always had a good influence, good impact. But I'll go with Killian as well. Michael Killian's season was golden. He was just unstoppable, like you say, mate.
Inside centre, Alain Hollenbach or Howard Nisi?
Sure.
Wanna take this one?
It's a tough one there for you, mate. It's a tough one. Actually, for me, I think the proof is in the pudding because of what Reinhard Jonker's bringing to the center pairings, that creativity, having those skills and being unpredictable. Howard Mnisi was that for me back then, and I think it added a lot to that 2015 team, actually, that year. So I'll go with Mnisi.
Yeah, Holle was, yes, just remembering playing him and Doppies. I think him and Doppies was the center pair. Actually, both inside centers, and both really, really good seasons.
Yeah, awesome players.
And you say that 13, Doppies or Rowan Jansen van Rensburg?
Doppies is probably going to hate me for this one, but I'll go over Rowan. Doppies' knees weren't too good at those days.
Oh, what a player, man. One of my favorite players. I remember I had the PlayStation game, rugby, was it 2000? Man, Doppies Lagrange. I think they called him Lagrange or something. I love the way he played. Smart player, intercept king, smart. You know. But Rowan Jansen van Rensburg, just take a look at the clips, man.
I remember seeing Doppies bench in the gym. He had this chest. And he was just playing with 150, 160. And he was probably one of the best centers I've ever known on the breakdown.
Yeah.
Stole a lot of balls, and he probably put himself on the line because that's where his knee injuries came from. He's
always put his body on the line.
Hamstrings, and he was immense.
So yeah, I'll agree with you.
14, Dion van Rensburg or Kortnels Kosan?
I'll go with the finisher.
Yeah, still finishing to this day, mate. He's still crossing the track, and he doesn't look slower, actually. We used to think, and I played with him quite a bit through the junior ranks, especially at the Bulls as well. We used to think he just runs in straight lines, so he's going to be easy to predict. But he's moving so quickly, just a slight tilt, you know, and he can throw you off. So great to see he's having a stellar season. All the best to Kortnels Kosan. And what a season he had in 2015. Yeah. Fed you with a lot of your tries, like you mentioned, going to the
clubs. I love playing with him in the trams. We also had a very good understanding of what to do, reading each other on the edges. So,
okay, there's two defenders there. Okay, Jaco, please go bash. Okay, yep, you've got 2 meters space over there. Kortnel, go around.
Space, Kortnel, defenders, Jaco.
yeah, awesome.
Going to Capital 15, Jaco Tauta or Andries Kutsia?
That was a good one. I thought that was actually quite a good question as well, because Jaco Tauta, remember the season he had before he left? Unbelievable. And Andries Kutsia, I know wherever he went, players and coaches loved him, you know. Decision making, big boot, flair, tall. He was actually one of the players in South Africa who was really good under the high ball. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that, especially in that 2015 season. It wasn't easy to kick up and unders or to kick it and try to bomb him because counter-attack was always on.
And he can kick the ball a mile.
Yeah, so being a forward, you loved it when Boobie's got the ball at the back.
Every moment playing. He's actually my best mate as well. We still see each other to this day quite a bit. So actually Jaco Tauta, I see him a lot on the gym. You should see him these days.
Oh really? Huh?
He's ripped.
Bigger than you?
Looking really,
Bigger than you? Jeez.
He's making me look small.
Okay.
But just the love that I have for Andries, and he was always so underrated.
I agree.
He did the hard work, and yes, if you look at Jaco Tauta, he's actually so talented. So I'm basically just making this decision on the love I have for Andries.
Okay. Cool. I'll agree with the love. I'll agree with the love.
That's it. Done.